Watch how I flip. Watch how I whip. I'm in the whip. I'm gonna rest. I never switch. Ice in the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They LA they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist.
Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the set.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Steve Griffin.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Hard. Switch. Recon, 132-5. Ready?
On second down now, it's Henderson.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go, defense. Move. Defense. And here we go. 45 the mic.
From the gun, Mitchell. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Robert Quinn picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Hey, take that. Tight up.
Here's Ryan. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I got two. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island.
Hey, 59, ready. Undercut.
Shit.
Shoot, ready, set.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they'll let their their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Ready, blue 80! Blue 80!
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Slant. Check 9. Check 43.
11! Ready to go!
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here I come again. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 45.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Ryan. And he fires one incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Check 26. Got it. Check 6,
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's Henderson. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Watch the screen. Pass. 49. Check 49.
Chopper. Hey, wahoo.
54, right there. 54 miles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Go on. Hey, Delta.
To throw is Mitchell. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all weekend practicing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Buccaneers 0.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Ryan. And he whips that one incomplete there. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Carl Nassib in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Mitchell to throw on second down. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Listen, hey, Charlie. Ready?
Mitchell now off the play fake. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They have a first and 10 at the 18.
No.
Henderson now on first and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
60 or 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Five.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch your leg. Mike 50. Get it.
Back to throw. Mitchell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 10 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Matt Gay on for the extra point.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Even. 4 down. Even. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, watch it.
To throw again. Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 59 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Check. Watch out.
X3, 218, chopper.
Right there.
Let go.
Now it's Henderson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Bucs have taken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Ryan escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check. Crunch. 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 Hey, orbit.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Henderson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Mitchell looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This will be, 38 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 50.
51, Sam! Let him go!
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking, and this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 42 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And now look at him go. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 78 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Ryan to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DL.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
I got 6-6. Pull it. Shoot.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. You ain't got nothing.
2nd and 13. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Mitchell. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let... And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. 31 yards. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Check. Check hot route.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd and long, Mitchell. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
At the 49-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Ryan. Caught by Cobb. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Zach Brown, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Ryan. Caught by Jones.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check. Fresno. Watch the 21. Tighten up. Joker.
Send him west.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. After the interception, here's Ryan. That's complete to Cobb. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. first kick 47. This one looks good as well.
The Bucs take over.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 54. Mike
To throw is Mitchell, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16.
Greystone travel.
Looking to throw. Mitchell. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. On the return comes Cobb. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready, blue 80. Like 25.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Nassib able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Come on. You better bring it. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Let's go.
Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Mitchell. From the gun, he'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
54, south. Check my 45. Check my 45.
To throw again, Ryan. And that's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Ready? Shoot. 80 weapon. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Look at me. Door. Smooth.
Mitchell now on 1st down. That's taken in by Henderson. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They run once more with Henderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Wahoo! 36. Five.
On the draw, this is Henderson. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, take that!
Now Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Ryan. This is Cobb with a catch right side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares?"
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 57 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play action. It's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Carl Nassib. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.